Hey guys, I'm just messing around with this whole magnetic motors and just playing around with this little weird setup. This is a hub from a bike. It's one-way gear system, so when it locks, it doesn't turn the other way. Here I've got two block magnets, as you can see there, one north, one south, and on here I've got obviously the two magnets, how they are set up. If I just support it, trying to hold this with hand. This one is repelling, so that one repels. That one attracts. As you can see, they are arranged, obviously not directly half, but almost on a quarter position. Right now they are magnetically even though both sides are repelling each other. Right, I'm going to rearrange my camera there because that's a bit messed up. Okay, so right now they're equally magnetically opposing until I go past a certain point. As you can see, it generated enough force to turn this even though it's flat on the ground, and by doing that, don't flick. Okay, in that position they were equally attracting, as you can see, just by offsetting it. This one overcomes it in the momentum given to it, and it just continues on. As you can see, it tracks. But yeah, it's a one-way gear system, so I can't turn it that way, but I can turn it that way. As you can hear the clicking. So that one will repel, and that one will repel. So we're now back in the start position, or at least this one anyway. So if we give that a little turn, it actually will happen too fast for the camera to pick it up. But if I reset it, I'll try to get that. And as you can see, it resets because of the one-way gear as well. It resets generally here, the halfway point. This one is repelling it. That's why it pushes away. But this is all I have to overcome. This quarter here. Once that's overcome, it resets and around it goes. So, being that it's a bike hub, I've got this center spindle that freely spins, and by quirk, this has got a little quick release, but it also acts pretty good as a stand when I'm holding it up. As for this, it's a old brake disc off my motorbike. It's warped, so that's why I took it off, but it actually just happens to fit snugly against one of those gears on the inside, so it actually locks onto it. So whilst I was messing around, as you can see, if I turn it this way, it will lock with the spine, I think. Nope. Okay, so that way it turns. If I stop the black hub, as you can see, it creeps forward, but the other way it locks. So I'm close to the overcome point there. If I turn this way, give it a quick jerk, only a small amount of force, I'll overcome it and it will spin as it showed with the black hub. But all I have to do every time it comes round is just overcome that bit. So I'm going to give it a spin. It's kind of weird and hard to actually do. I know the video's getting on a bit, I should be showing this, but it's hard to do because obviously I can feel magnetic attraction and repulsion. At certain points you flick it and it will just it will spin. So obviously, yeah, the hub, as you can see with that one staying still, turns independent of the gear hub. The gear hub obviously has a one-way mechanism, and that's what I want. So let's have a go. Yeah, kind of hard to get going. If I feel at the right point, come on. Oh, it's very hard to feel. Come on. If I get at the right spot, all I have to do is move it a small amount, and I'm getting full rotations from the hub. See the very finer movements at the right time. Result in rotation. So yeah, I mean, it's not exactly, I know it's not an heavy-ended device, or it's not free energy just yet. But yeah, just showing it that quite simple little device, mess around thing obviously, that having the magnets offset does what it does. The overall setup is not brilliant, is it? But I'd imagine that if this one was facing directly face into this, it would generate obviously too much force, and the force required to overcome it would be a lot more. I'd probably have to have a little cranking handle to do it. But then again, that cranking handle could have a levitation and be driven by, let's say, 9-volt battery, with a little motor going do 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 do. And obviously this, being a fairly heavy device, generates a nice little bit of turning torque by itself. Oh, I can do it midair. As you can see that. Sometimes I can get 2 rotations out of it. That's 3, I think. See, it's just that last little bit to overcome, and that will go a full rotation again. Right there. I mean, I may say, well, if I had a counterpart system that had the opposite effect, it was equally opposite. But I think, obviously, with magnets, and one of those things of magnetic drive systems is you can't switch magnets on or off. You can affect them, but obviously that requires power to do so. So, to have a counterpart system, it would reduce the power output again by 50% or whatever. It would reduce it because I would be fighting through each other. Just because it's attached onto a separate device, it's magnets, it affects through the air and through materials. So I think pretty much that's as good as it's going to get. But it's not too bad. Small amount of force is required to just overcome that point, and I can let the magnets do the rest. It's a bit of a pain in the butt to get started. Once I've got momentum, yeah, just showing that, messing about. And obviously my poor camera, even though I've got my main light on in my room, I have to have that just to show it off, because this is what it would be like normally. Okay then guys, just showing off a little mess around video. Alright, take care, have fun experimenting, and I guess don't give up until you run out of money. Alright guys, see ya.